Ma'am, I'm very happy that the honorable member has Darling is very close to everybody's heart. It is the queen of polling stations, and I recently had the opportunity of visiting there also. I'm very happy that things are getting normalized after the new government has come. And earlier work couldn't have taken place because of various situations the honorable member also is very well aware of it. I assure you, we also want to start earlier the so-called toy train, which is the heritage train, and the zone is so picturesque. And we also want to extend earlier issue start from the foothill, and my endeavor would be see whether we can again start the journey from the foothill and impart this image. And if whatever is falling under our base, I assure you, it doesn't get.
No more supplementary questions, please. Now, question number 107. Yes, PKR Sriram, please.
Speaker Ma'am, question number 107. Will the Minister of Energy be pleased to state A. Whether the government assesses the potential of power generated from tidal waves? B. If so, the outcome of such assessment. C. The estimated cost of power generated from tidal waves vis-a-vis the conventional method of thermal and hydroelectric power generation. D. Whether the government have formulated any plan to set up tidal power stations in the Gulf of Kutch. E. If so, whether such plants are to be set up in other places like Bay of Bengal, etc. And F. If so, the details thereof.
Honorable Minister of Energy, please.
Ma'am, the Central Electricity Authority has undertaken studies and investigation to assess the techno-economic feasibility of a tidal power project in the Gulf of Kutch, which envisages an installed capacity of about 900 megawatts. There is no proposal at present to set up a tidal power project at any other location. It is estimated that the cost of a tidal power generation at a proposed project in the Gulf of Kutch would be about 95 paisa per unit. The average cost of generation from conventional hydro and thermal power projects, based on projects recently cleared by the CERs under hydro, 45 to 60 paisa per unit, thermal 50 to 95 paisa per unit.
Yes, Kumari Nirja, please.
Ma'am, the Honorable Minister has given the reply that the estimated cost of tidal power generation at the proposed project in the Gulf of Kutch will be about 95 paisa per unit, and that from thermal at 50 to 95 paisa per unit. I want to know from the Honorable Minister, what is the estimated cost of power generation from wind and solar system? And if the cost of power generation from wind and solar system is low in comparison to hydro and thermal system, etc., whether the pace of program of power generation from the system of wind and solar is being increased in the country.
Honorable Minister of Energy, please.
Ma'am, as far as wind is concerned, the cost estimated is about 80 to 95 paisa. And solar at present, if we take in absolute terms, it is much costlier because we have not yet been able to tap the solar energy on a commercial basis. But experiments are being tried. If you take the cost at the production level, then the solar cost is nearly rupees 2, more than the thermal cost. We have to consider the cost delivered that is to the consumer. If that is considered, then we find that solar energy can become comparable and competitive. And we are trying to establish now a 30 megawatt electricity solar plant in Rajasthan. The scheme is being worked out.
Yes, Sri Ajay Gupta, please.
May I know from the Honorable Speaker whether the power production can be increased by 500 megawatts and a goal of 30 million tons can be set through what of new indigenous developed technology.
Honorable Minister of Energy, please.
Ma'am, I agree that using tidal energy we will be able to save coal because on the coastal side particularly, it is very difficult for the transport of coal. We have a project which will give about 900 megawatt worth of power into this region by the tidal waves. When that fructifies, the cost will be more or less the same 80 paisa transport of coal. Use of coal will be saved. I agree with the honorable member.
Now question hour is over. No more supplementary questions, please. Now, breach of privilege. Srimati Veena Ramakrishnan, please.
Ma'am, a serious breach of privilege is committed while commenting on the recomposition of the Public Accounts Committee. The paper has attributed dishonest motives, and I have requested you to allow me to raise a question on that matter now.
Srimati Veena Ramakrishnan, have you given notice of it earlier? You may give due notice along with the newspaper cutting, and I shall consider it. You cannot spring a surprise on me like this.
I have already given notice of it at 10 a.m. today.
It will be examined when it comes to me. I shall consider it and let you know my decision. Now, papers to be laid. Honorable Minister of Steel and Mines, please.
I beg to lay on the table a copy of the following notification, Hindi and English version, under subsection 4 of section 38 of the Mines and Mineral Regulating and Development Act 1957. 1. The Mineral Constitution 5th Amendment Rule 2011 publishing notification, Hindi and English version, in Gazette of India, date 24th December 2011. 2. SO 145E published in Gazette of India, date 4th February 2012, authorizing the Geological Survey of India to carry out such detailed investigation for the purpose of obtaining such information may be necessary in the area despite the table and as to the notification.
Honorable Minister of Agriculture, please.
Speaker, ma'am, I beg to lay on the table a copies of the following paper, Hindi and English version, under subsection 4, 730A of the Companies Act 1956. 1. Review by the government on the working of the State Farm Corporation of India Limited, New Delhi, for the year 2011-12. 2. Annual report of State Farm Corporation of India Limited, New Delhi, for the year 2011-12, along with audit account and comment of controller and auditor general thereof.
Secretary General to report from Upper Chamber.
Ma'am, I have to report the following received from the Secretary of the Upper Chamber of the Youth Parliament. In accordance with the provisions of Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in the Upper House of the Youth Parliament, I am directed to enclose a copy of Right to Information Bill 2012, which has been passed by the Upper Chamber at its sitting held on 25th July 2012.
Secretary to lay on the table a copy of the bill as passed by the Upper Chamber.
Ma'am, I lay on the table of the House the Right to Information Bill 2012, which has been passed by the Upper Chamber.
On behalf of the honorable members of the House, I have great pleasure in extending a warm welcome to the members of the Danish Parliament who are on a visit to our country, India, as our honored guests. They are now seated in the special box. The members of the delegation are Mr. Rachel Ostergaard, Srimati Godfrey, Srimati Lily Garenkiel, Mr. Paul Bromstead, it is a very high-powered delegation. The delegation arrived last Sunday. We wish them a happy and a fruitful stay in our country. We also convey our warm greetings and best wishes through them to Her Majesty the Queen of Denmark, the Prime Minister, the Danish Parliament, the government, and the friendly people of Denmark. Now, let us take up the calling attention motion. Srimati R. Jayashree, please call the attention of the Minister.
May I call the attention of the Minister of Development? on the issue of women empowerment and discrimination of a girl child now.
Yes, Honorable Minister, please.
Speaker Ma'am, as we know in our country, traditionally, a girl child is discriminated against boys from the earliest stage of life through her childhood and into adulthood. The main reason to this problem is the practice of the old system. Parents also prefer sons in order to continue the family line and so on. But the government is working hard on it and feels that the true solution to this problem is education, and the government has taken several steps regarding women empowerment. Some of the steps taken are compulsory education, constitutional provisions, enactment of social and labor legislation, women welfare in 5 years plans, reservation in representation and education, constitution of women commission and women cell, subsidized work facilities, etc.
Srimati R. Jaspreet, please.
Honorable Man, in the present situation, women also play an important role in our country, and discrimination of a girl child is encouraged for the society to campaign in survival of women and give her human rights including education to bring about positive change in our country. With this word, I would like to request our government to take more steps for the upliftment of women in our country.
Yes, Sudesh Kumar, please.
Honorable Minister, that in my state Jharkhand, the whole state is almost covered by civil rights. And for women who are socio-economically disadvantaged class, like in my state, women empowerment literally means their ability to survive against the household set up against the women in a feudal and patriarchal society. So I ask our government to give more reservation to women, especially to the scheduled tribe, scheduled caste, and OBC, to let a woman have a better place and compete with others in this society.
Kumari T.S. Rama, please.
Ma'am, girls are to be the future mothers and future policymakers and leaders of our country, but we often deny the right to education, which derive from vital information regarding the healthcare, pro-abolition of children, family planning, and reproductive rights, etc., which is very important for her development. It is through education, women can know their rights and know how to protect and promote themselves. So, the government must have to give importance to women education so that we can have a better future in the society.
Honorable Minister, please.
Ma'am, we all know about the condition and position of women in our country. And the government is trying its best to uplift the women of the country, especially the underprivileged class. So, several steps have already been taken in this regard. And I'm sure that our women will have a better place in society very soon. I also hope our opposition party and the common people will support us in ending this inequality of our society.
Now, legislative business. Honorable Minister of Labour to introduce the bill.
Ma'am, I beg to move for leave to introduce a bill further to amend the Employees Provident Fund, the Miscellaneous Provision Act 1952, and the Indian Penal Code.
The question is that leave be granted to introduce a bill further to amend the Employees Provident Fund and the Miscellaneous Provision Act 1952 and the Indian Penal Code. Those who are in favor may say aye. Those who are against it, please say no. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, and the ayes have it. Leave granted. Honorable Minister of Labour, please.
Ma'am, may I introduce the bill?
Now, the House will take up consideration of the Commission of the Right to Information Bill 2012. Honorable Minister of Law and Justice, please.
Speaker Ma'am, I'd like to provide for setting up practical design of right to information for citizens to secure access to information under the control of the public authority, in order to promote transparency and accountability in the working of every authority. The constitution of Central Information Commission and State Information Commission, and for matters connected therewith is standard charter. Man, the host is aware about the Constitution of India has established democratic republic. The silent features of some of the important provisions of the right to information bill for information of the citizens are 1. Central Information Commission means the Central Information Commission are constituted under subsection 1 of section 12. Chief Information Commissioner and Information Commissioner appointed subsection 3 of section 12. Information means any material in any form, including records, documents, memos, email, circulars, orders, logbooks, reports, models, data material and information relating to any private body. 3. The bill defines comprehensively the right to information as the most fundamental right to background and constitutional obligations for free and compulsory information to all persons of India. 4. The lack of responsive, honest, sincere government and administrations has caused much demoralization, decay, and destructions of human values. 5. The central investigating agencies like the CBI, the Enforcement Directorate, and Income Tax Department are under the central government, and there is a lot of political interferences and pressure on them. The appointment of bureaucrats and the transfer is in the hands of the government. The directors of the CBI are often the Prime Minister